Want to build better Flutter apps in half the time while delivering twice the quality? So I spent a long time in software development. I can tell you that mastering the right packages is the secret weapon that separates average Flutter developers from the rock stars. So in 2025, the Flutter ecosystem has exploded with powerful tools that can handle everything from state management to animations with just a few lines of code. So I'm going to share the absolute must-have Flutter packages that will supercharge your development workflows and make your app shine. These aren't just random libraries. These are battle-tested packages that I've personally worked with teams to use to slash development time while creating smoother UIs, better performance, and apps that users will absolutely love. Let's dive in. Welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer, and here at Startup Hack, we train software developers and build custom software solutions for companies. With a decade of executive leadership as fractional CTO and 25 years in software development, I've mastered transforming tech teams and products. All right, so Flutter continues to dominate cross-platform development in 2025, and for good reasons. Its write once, run anywhere approach is a game changer, but the real power of Flutter lies in its package ecosystems. The right packages can eliminate hours of coding and unlock capabilities that would take weeks to build from scratch. So I'm going to dive into some of these essential Flutter packages today that will transform your development workflow and take your apps to the next level. Now, as I go through these, I love when people leave a comment for me. So agree with me, disagree with me. That's great. I love having a great discussion. Leave a comment down below and let me know which packages I've missed or which ones you agree with. And let's jump into this here. All right, so we're going to start right off with Flutter Block, right? If there's one state management solution you need to master in 2025, it's Flutter Block, which separates your business logic from your UI for cleaner, more maintainable code. So I've found that Block offers the perfect balance of power and simplicity for most real-world Flutter applications. The pattern uses streams and syncs to manage data flow, which might sound complex, but the Flutter Block package abstracts away that complexity with an intuitive API. So Block shines especially bright in the larger apps where multiple developers are working simultaneously, and it enforces a consistent pattern that everyone can understand and follow. So the testing support is also fantastic, and because it makes this way easy. So Flutter Block here is definitely one of the ones that I would recommend that you dive into. All right, next one here. Jump tabs here. So Riverpod, right? For those who find Block a bit verbose, Riverpod is another go-to alternative that offers more modern take on state management while fixing many of the provider's limitations. So created by the same developer behind Provider, Riverpod eliminates the context requirement and catches errors at compile time rather than at runtime, saving you countless debugging hours. Now, I've rarely seen a package that so elegantly handles complex dependencies while remaining intuitive to use in everyday scenarios. So one of my favorite Riverpod features is the ability to easily combine multiple providers, making it simple to derive computed states that depends on several other pieces of data. So we recently were working on a project that we converted from Provider to Riverpod, and not only did our bug count dramatically drop, but new feature development accelerated by about 40%. So if you're starting a new Flutter project in 2025, Riverpod should be one of the first packages added to your pub/spec YAML file, and it's absolutely essential. All right, let's go to the next one here. So Dio, right? Dio is an HTTP client on steroids. Every app needs to talk to APIs, and Dio has established itself as the undisputed champion of HTTP requests in the Flutter ecosystem, offering features that the built-in HTTP package can only dream of. So I can confidently say that Dio's interceptors are a game changer, allowing you to globally handle authentication, logging, and error handling in one place. I still laugh remembering how I spent days implementing request retry logic before discovering Dio had built-in with just 2 lines of code, and that's a painful lesson that taught me to explore package capabilities before reinventing the wheel. So form data support makes file uploads trivial, and the request cancellation feature has saved several of my apps from UI freezes when users navigate away during large data transfers. So my teams have standardized on Dio's response transformation capabilities to automatically convert JSON responses into Dart models, eliminating the whole category of parsing bugs. So the package is incredibly well maintained with regular updates ensuring compatibility with the latest Flutter versions and security best practices. So this is definitely a good one to get. All right, let's go to our next one here. So Git, it's an all-in-one powerhouse. If you're looking for a single package that can handle state management, navigation, dependency injection, and internationalization, GitX offers an incredibly powerful yet simple solution. So I mostly use individual ones, but a lot of people report that GitX works really super well. So I haven't used this one a ton, but I've heard a lot about it. So it has route management with named routes, augmented passing, and middleware support, all without the context parameters that clutters traditional Flutter applications. So I've heard reports from people who says GitX cut down development time by about 60% on certain projects. So for solo developers or startups that need to ship quickly without compromising on quality, GitX remains a top recommendation by a lot of people for 2025. Now, if your company is looking for ways to automate their Flutter builds, reach out to us because we can help you build your apps and help you get your systems connected so that you're working like a well-oiled machine. So check out starterpack.com/Spencer because we'd love to help you out. All right, let's get into this next package here then. So Hive is our next package, right, that we're going to talk about. And this is lightning fast local storage. When it comes to local persistence, Hive has completely revolutionized how we approach storage in Flutter with performance that blows SQLite out of the water. We're talking about 10x faster reads and writes in many scenarios. So I was blown away at how Hive lets you persist complex objects with minimal configuration. Just add a few annotations and generate the adapter code. Now, I've always been skeptical of NoSQL solutions for mobile apps, but Hive's type safety and encryption support have made me a convert for most use cases. The cross-platform consistency is a major selling point. Your storage code works identically on Android, iOS, desktop, and even web, eliminating platform-specific storage headaches. So I recently optimized an app that was taking 3 seconds to load data from SQLite, and after switching to Hive, the same operation took just 300 milliseconds. And that was a performance improvement that users immediately noticed and we're really happy about. Even with large data sets, Hive maintains its speed advantage while using minimal resources, making it perfect for apps that need to store and retrieve complex data structures frequently. All right, the next one here is very good analysis, right? So very good analysis is code quality that matter. Code quality matters enormously in team environments, and very good analysis has become my non-negotiable package for ensuring consistent, high-quality Dart code across Flutter applications. So throughout my career, I've seen countless projects descend into maintenance nightmares due to inconsistent coding standards. So, but this package enforces best practice automatically during development. So I've watched a lot of pull request comments decrease after implementing very good analysis in our CI pipeline. So what sets it apart from standard linting packages is its focus on Flutter-specific issues and pattern addressing the unique challenges in widget development and state management. So for any team larger than one person, standardizing on very good analysis will save countless hours of review time and prevent the subtle bugs that often creep into inconsistent coding styles. All right, Mocktail. So Mocktail for Mocktail is testing made simple. If you've been avoiding using unit testing in your Flutter app because it feels too complex, Mocktail will completely change your perspective with its clean, boilerplate-free approach to mocking dependencies. So I've encountered a lot of testing tools that remove so many barriers to good test coverage while maintaining rock-solid reliability in a CI environment. So unlike older mock solutions, Mocktail requires no code generation or manual mock implementations. The verification API is intuitive yet powerful, letting you easily confirm that methods were called with specific parameters or exactly the number of times you expected. So for teams serious about code quality, which everybody should be, Mocktail has become an essential for Flutter Toolkit as a framework itself. All right, let's take a look here. So Flutter Animate. This is definitely one that you don't want to miss, right? Flutter Animate is animation simplified. Flutter Animate has completely transformed how we approach animations in Flutter, taking what used to be complex multi-class implementations and reducing them to elegant, chainable method calls. I can confidently say that Flutter Animate offers the best balance of power and simplicity I've ever encountered. The package uses a builder pattern that makes animations readable and maintainable. You can create sequences, parallel animations, and complex effects with code that actually makes sense when you revisit it. So, this is one that you definitely, performance is exceptional too. Like the package is optimized to minimize rebuilds and leverage Flutter's rendering systems efficiently, resulting in smooth animations even on lower end devices. So whether you're implementing a simple fade transition or complex choreographed sequences, Flutter Animate will save you hours of development time while delivering more polished results. Now, if your company needs help with their Flutter implementation, reach out because here at Starter Pack, we've got some great Flutter developers that can help you get your system up and running and get an app for that. So reach out to starterpack.com/Spencer because we'd love to help out. All right, let's go to GoRouter, right? This is navigation for grown-ups. Flutter's built-in navigation works for simple apps, but GoRouter has become the gold standard for serious applications with deep linking, nested navigation, and complex routing requirements. So I've seen countless apps struggle with navigation debt, where moving between screens becomes increasingly convoluted as the app grows. But GoRouter eliminates this problem. The URL-based routing model not only makes web support seamless, but also creates a consistent mental model across all platforms. For each app with bottom tabs or nested navigations, GoRouter's ability to maintain separate navigation stacks within each tab saves enormous complexity compared to managing this yourself. So if your app has more than a handful of screens, you need to support needs to support web with proper URLs, GoRouter should be one of your first package additions. Future you will be eternally grateful for this. All right. Now, Firebase crash analytics, right? So this is really important. No matter how well you test, debug, or your app will make it to production. And if it crashes, this will be a production insight lifesaver, right? Because Firebase crash analytics has proven to be one of the most valuable tools in my arsenal for quickly identifying and resolving issues. I've learned the most dangerous bugs are often ones that users don't report and silent crashes that would go unnoticed without proper crash reporting. The automatic crash report works across all platforms, giving you detailed stack traces, device information, and user journey data that makes reproducing and fixing issues dramatically easier. So I've never forgotten when Crash Analytics helped us identify a critical bug affecting just 2% of our users on a specific Android version. The real-time alerts features has saved us a lot of time, immediately notifying our team when a new crash type appears. So beyond crash reporting, the insights into app stability across different devices and OS versions and app versions are really valuable, making informed decisions when where you have to focus QA and other dev resources. So there's another really important one. Now, Flutter Hooks is a super powerful one, right? Flutter Hooks brings the elegance of React hooks to Flutter, transforming how you handle lifecycle and state in widgets with a more functional, reusable approach. So I was initially skeptical about adding another abstraction layer, but after implementing hooks on a complex form with multiple controllers, focus nodes, and animations, I was sold on the dramatic reduction in the boilerplate. The beauty of hooks is in their composability. You can create custom hooks. Create custom hooks that encapsulate complex behavior and reuse them across your app without copying and pasting or creating abstract widget classes. So my teams have created hook libraries for common patterns in our apps, from form validation to animation sequences, creating a shared language that makes onboarding developers much faster. So while hooks do have a learning curve, the investment pays massive dividends in code clarity and maintenance, particularly for widgets that manage multiple resources or have complex lifecycle requirements. So definitely one to look into if that's for your app. All right, lastly, Flutter Secure Storage here, right? And this is security made simple. When handling sensitive data like auth tokens or personal information, Flutter Secure Storage provides platform-appropriate encryption and secure storage with a dead simple API. So when dealing with security concerns across different platforms, finding a package that automatically implements best practices for each platform's secure storage mechanism is incredibly valuable. On iOS, it uses Keychain, while on Android, it leverages encrypted shared preferences with proper encryption, details you'd have to implement manually without this package. So I've seen teams waste weeks implementing their own secure storage solutions, often with subtle flaws, when this battle-tested package does it better with just a few lines of code. The API is refreshingly simple, just read and write operations, but under the hood, it's handling all the platform-specific complexity of secure storage. So for any app handling or user credentials, payment information, or other sensitive data, Flutter Secure Storage should be considered mandatory. And security is an area where you really want to reinvent the wheel. Now, if your company has systems that aren't connected, reach out to us, because here at Startup Hack, our specialty is connecting systems and helping you build the stuff that you need for your company. So reach out to us at startuphack.com/Spencer. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to have a great discussion. The best compliment you can give me is to leave a comment down below. So here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers and to build custom software solutions. So reach out, because we'd love to help. Hit the links down below, and here's some great information about our consulting services.
Hi, my name is Spencer Thomason, and I'm a fractional CTO. With over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology teams and products. So what is a fractional CTO? This is where you can contract someone like myself to come into your organization and get the benefits of a seasoned CTO without having to employ me full-time. In today's fast-paced world, efficiency, security, and product scaling aren't just goals, they're necessities. My passion is building impactful products and enhancing organizational efficiencies through technology. From startups to small businesses, my approach leverages lean methodologies to not just meet but exceed your strategic goals. Whether it's through executive mentoring, cloud system architecture, or launching a minimum viable product swiftly, my aim is to make a significant impact right from the start. Recognized in the Arizona startup ecosystem, my journey has been about creating value and fostering innovation. I have led technology for companies like GoDaddy, SRP, and Wells Fargo and turned challenges into milestones. I've taken this learning and launched 7 of my own brands, and now I want to help you. So if you're looking for a fractional CTO who brings a wealth of experience, strategic vision, and a proven track record, let's connect. Together we can build technology that not only drives your business forward, but also makes a difference. Technology leadership redefined to fit your needs. So reach out today.